Welcome to the hottest movie review on the internet today, the A-List Review. I am your host, the game changer, Wes Truth. And today I am here to review a movie that was just released on DVD and Blu-ray today. It came back into theaters in April, and I figured, don't really feel like going to the theaters to see it, so I'll just wait and catch it when it comes to DVD. Ladies and gentlemen, here's my review of the Christian drama sequel, God's Not Dead 2. A high school history teacher gets in trouble with the school when they find out she was discussing a small portion of scripture from the Bible in her class. The school board puts her under disciplinary review, and the teacher refuses to apologize for doing something she felt wasn't wrong. Things end up turning into a court trial of separation of church and state. Will the teach win her case? So what did I think of God's Not Dead 2? I think you know what I thought. It's a terrible religious drama. I wasn't a fan of the first film by any means, but at least it was a smidge on the entertaining side. A beautiful disaster, if you will. This sequel still tries to be a propaganda piece, but will unlikely convert anyone and will succeed better at being a cure for insomnia. The film's quality is that of a made-for-television special and should have never been released in theaters. Much like almost all of Pure Flix's films, it's heavy-handed, judgmental, and defensive. It's funny that the entire school board are atheists, including the principal who seems a little bit too friendly with her students, and the religious protesters are portrayed as vicious animals, while the religious supporters are shown as angelic. The villain of the film is the prosecutor, who's comically bad. There were points where I thought he was actually going to break out into maniacal laughter. The court case itself is one of the most boring experiences I've ever seen on screen. Much like the first film, there is a bunch of unneeded and uninteresting subplots with characters from the original film who, well, you might remember them. The script is also full of corny lines between the characters and some horrible slapstick that might as well have a trombone soundtrack in the back of it. There's also some moments that are as melodramatic as a Tyler Perry movie. It also ends with a concert finale, just like the first film. The cast stars Melissa Joan Hart. Clarissa, you got some explaining to do as Grace Wesley, the teacher of the year who gets put on trial for talking religion in her history class. Jesse Metcalf as Tom Endler, Grace's lawyer who's not much of a believer himself. Ernie Hudson, what are you doing here? As Judge Stennis, the judge in Grace's court case. David A.R. White as Reverend Dave, the pastor who ends up serving on the jury for the case. Haley Aratina as Brooke, one of Grace's students whose parents make the lawsuit against her teacher. And Ray Weiss as Peter Kane, the prosecutor who seems like he's more fitted to be a vampire than a lawyer. While God's Not Dead 2 isn't as hateful or over the top as its predecessor, it's still not much more than an ineffective attempt at brainwashing. I'm gonna give it the rating of, you know what I'm giving it, God's Not Dead 2. I got 2 words for ya. Suck it. Alright, well that's the show. I'll be back with another review tomorrow, but until then, don't forget to subscribe right here on YouTube. youtube.com/westside515. You can like the show on Facebook, facebook.com/WesTroopAlist. And of course, you can follow me on the Twitter and the Instagram @WesAlist. Until next time, Troop out.